And we're back for another lesson. Today we're going to be looking at surface area, but this can be a little difficult to understand. So we're going to be taking it in 2 days. We're going to look at the cylinders later on its own, but we're just looking at prisms. We do want to go ahead and look at what exactly is surface area. And surface area is the surface area of a solid object, and it's the measure of the total area that the surface of the object occupies, which means, that's a lot of words, it just means the area of every single side put together. It's almost like you're wrapping a present, and you don't wrap just part of it, you wrap the entire outside of that object. And that's what we're doing today. So again, surface area, I'm telling you, no matter what the shape is, it's just the sum of the areas of every single side. Now, the easiest one, of course, is a rectangular prism. And with that rectangular prism, I'm drawing a little picture over here, and I even labeled it instead of base times height just for a flat two-dimensional figure. I'm making it the length, the width, and the height so you can see the different parts of it. But when you look at a rectangular prism, you really have two of every shape. You have this front side here, and it actually is the exact same as the back side here. They're the exact same size, exact same shape. Then you have the left and the right. And the left and the right are the exact same shape, the exact same size. And then, of course, you've got the top and you've got the bottom base. And they're the exact same shape, the exact same size. So I'm telling you there's a formula. You can take just one of those sides and then multiply it by 2. So let's go ahead and try one here. Writing our formula. So let's go ahead and write that formula I just gave you for a rectangular prism or even a cube. And that's 2 times one side, and we're going to say length times width, plus 2 times the length of and height of that three-dimensional figure, and then add that to 2 times the width and height of that three-dimensional figure. Now, to make it easier for you, we're going to label those L, W, and H on our figure right now. So our length, we're going to put right here with the 4. The width is the 2 inches, and the height of the figure is the 3. So now when we go ahead to solve it, we're just going to change the variables with the given values. So we've got 2. L, of course, length would be times 4. The width is times 2. Plus 2, again, length is 4. And now the height of that figure is 3. Plus 2 times width is 2. And that height is 3. Now we just go ahead and use our order of operations to solve. 2 times 4 times 2, well, that's 8 times 2. There's 16. 2 times 4 is 8, times 3 is 24. And then 2 times 2 is 4, times 3 is 12. Find the sum of all of those, add them together, and we get 52 square inches. And that's the surface area of our shape. Again, I found the area of every single side. I just found it 3 times instead of all 6 because each side, left and right, top and bottom, front and back, all had the same shape of the same side. Now, I will say surface area of triangular prisms can be a little bit more complicated. Not too bad if you really think of it again as you are just finding the area of every single side of the shape. Now, your only 2 that are exactly the same are really your triangles, your bases. And remember, when you're finding the area of a triangle, it's 1/2 the base times the height. But you don't have one triangle, you have two. And 2 times 1/2 is 1, so you really just need to do the base times the height of one triangle, and then find the area of the other 3 faces. And you can see right here that we've got 3 faces. You've got that side right here. That's face 1, I'm calling it. I've got face 2. And of course, that bottom face 3. If you find the area of those rectangles with the area of the 2 triangles, you have your surface area. So let's go ahead and try this one. Finding the area of the triangles. Now again, remember, there are 2 triangles that are the same shape, same size. So instead of doing 2 times 1/2 the base times the height, we're just going to do one triangle, forget the half, and just do base times height. So base times height is 3 times 4. Okay, now let's go ahead and look at our sides, all of our faces, those rectangular faces. So let's go ahead and start with this side right here, that rectangle. And again, it's a rectangle, so all we're going to do is base times height of that rectangle. So let's look at face 1. And again, I don't care which one you name, face 1, 2, or 3. But on that side, I can see I've got 4 times 5. So 4 times 5 is going to be the area of face 1. Now, let's go ahead and look at face 2. Now with face 2, and again, I don't care which one you make, face 1 or face 2. Face 2, I'm going to go ahead and do this right side right here. And again, that's going to be your base times height, which is just for a regular rectangle, and that is 10 times 5. Oops, I think I accidentally erased one of my numbers. So let's go ahead and put that back. That was 4 times 5 right here. And now we just have to worry about that last face. Again, still a rectangle, same shape. With the prisms, remember, all of your faces are rectangles. That makes it easier. And we're going to add in our face 3. So on face 3, area of that rectangle on the bottom is 3 times 5, because I can see this is 3 and this is 5. Now again, order of operations. 3 times 4 is 12. We're going to add in that next face, which is 4 times 5, which is 20. Add face 2, 10 times 5, which is 50. And our last face, which is 3 times 5, 15. Now you've got the hard job of just adding those numbers up. And when I add those all up, I should get 97. And again, make sure your units are squared because we are talking about area. So we got 97 square inches. Now, if you have any questions, remember you can always email me, bring them to class, and we will be working on this. So hopefully I've answered some of the questions. Go back over and read it. Again, this is sometimes not the easiest thing for some people to grasp, but I know you're going to do a great job.